Trent Murphy able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Allen going to go on fourth down. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
It's going to be a long day.
On second down now. It's Howard. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Check.
Solid.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They run with Howard. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm.
Bush. Man 5-7.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, Zoo.
Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 4.
51. Mike 51.
Ram.
He's coming. Double up.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Aguilar has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Sproles. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 23 yards on the play. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. What can Allen do now with his drive? He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line. 53, check 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lefty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll get 34 yards there. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.